Hello. Thank you for choosing to view today's session, Embedding AFL Effectively into Your Whole School Curriculum. This session is the second in a series of 3 to provide teachers with an understanding of how the Australian Football League, the AFL, can be effectively incorporated into your whole school program. These videos have been developed to provide you with 3 opportunities for engagement across some of the following topic areas: the curriculum, theory and pedagogy, teacher resources, and assessment tools, and how to engage with the AFL. Our recommendation is that you view all 3 in chronological order. However, we understand that teachers may prioritise these sessions based on personal developmental needs and requirements. I'd like to begin today by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land from which we are recording today, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, and pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. I would also like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land from where you are tuning in, and further extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people tuning in. The purpose of today's session and overall learning is to learn how Australian Football League, the AFL, can be effectively incorporated into your whole school program. This is the learning intention. By engaging in this resources session today, you will be given access to all of the Session 2 resources, lesson plans and modules of work. You'll learn about the practical or on-field resources, introducing effective teaching and coaching tips, learn about the in-classroom resources, and understand what makes a quality program and how this has informed lesson design. Our other sessions focus on theory, practice, curriculum, and assessment. If you have not had the opportunity to view those sessions, I highly encourage you to click through onto those for an understanding of the full complement of professional learning materials the AFL can provide. The AFL have designed a number of resources. The resources have been built by teachers for teachers. There is a combination of in-classroom, leadership and healthy eating modules, as well as practical, or we call them on-field PE lessons. All resources include best evidence-based pedagogy and a range of assessment tools, which I will address in the 3rd video in this series. 3 exciting new resources are in the final stages of production and will be ready to launch in schools via our website in October. Recently going to trial in schools across Australia, teachers have reported that they would be likely to re-engage with new AFL resource materials and would recommend to colleagues. Teachers reported that the resources were fantastic and comprehensive, with relevant links to the curriculum for ease of assessment. Lesson plans reflect the Australian curriculum and incorporate effective teacher practice approaches. Lesson plans are well articulated in teacher-friendly language, including how to differentiate and cater for different levels of ability through the suggestion of both support and extension activity ideas. Here is an example of a lesson plan which includes the level, the learning area, the strand, substrand, content description and elaborations. It is our intention that all of our resources will also reflect state-based curriculum requirements. We recognise that many of the resources made available to teachers will reflect areas outside of health and physical education. We intentionally have addressed both the cross-curriculum priorities, general capabilities, and integrate other curriculum learning areas to provide tools that will help build the essential knowledge, understanding and skills students need to learn. Our suite of resources can be categorised into 2 streams: outdoor or on-field practical lessons and in-classroom, or as we refer to it, off-field resources. Resource 1, In-Classroom Leadership Module. This module spans Foundation to Year 6 and falls under Mental Health and Wellbeing from the Health strand. In addition, and based on the leadership continuum from the personal and social capability of the Australian curriculum, lessons highlight unique examples of leadership in the AFL, whilst explicitly teaching leadership skills to your students. Resource 2, Healthy Eating Modules. These are a nutrition and healthy food unit, again spanning F to 6 and links directly to the focus area food and nutrition. These fun and interactive lessons will address content from the health strand of the health and physical education curriculum area and provide students with videos showing celebrities talking about nutrition in the style of cooking TV shows. Resource 3, the practical physical education based modules. These are curriculum aligned and engaging activities to help teach AFL in your school. They include a series of 6 sequential lessons for all levels of primary school. And lesson plans are structured to help you with effective evidence-based practices. We will continually add to the resources we have available, so please stay connected with us via play.afl/schools. Or if you have any feedback about our resources or ideas for new ones, please contact us at schools@afl.com.au. The structure of the lessons themselves have been well considered. What we have included in each lesson are learning intentions and objectives, success criteria, differentiation and ways to adapt, an overarching focus question, support materials such as videos, activity sheets, free play, instructional videos, graphics and diagrams, coaching tips, discussion and reflection prompts, open-ended project-based learning, and each of the practical lessons are broken up into 4 quarters to replicate a game. Teachers have said, I like how it's broken up into quarters to help break up the lesson, and also how it teaches students how the game is played. The lessons were easy to read and follow along. Many of you will be aware of the internationally acclaimed researcher in education, Professor John Hattie. His research interests include performance indicators, models of measurement and evaluation of teaching and learning. John Hattie became well known after the release of his 2 books, Visible Learning and Visible Learning for Teachers. Visible Learning is a synthesis of more than 800 meta-studies covering more than 80 million students. According to John Hattie, visible learning is the result of 15 years of research about what works best for learning in schools. TES once called him possibly the world's most influential education academic. Of this, setting learning goals or learning intentions and success criteria is crucial. So for this reason, they have been incorporated into our lessons. Learning objectives and learning intentions are included. We know that to give students the opportunity to have success, they need to understand the learning goals so they are clear about how to achieve success. Here's what the evidence says. Capitalise on students' confidence to attain the learning intention, based on high expectations of outcomes for students. They lead to students having goals to master, and it's important to have the learning intentions and success criteria explicitly known by the student. Similarly, we have incorporated success criteria. According to John Hattie's Visible Learning for Teachers, the evidence says including success criteria invokes appropriate challenges that engage students. They're clearly articulated steps to gaining achievement, and it gets students investing in and committed to achieving goals because it creates a challenge. Teachers can help unpack the success criteria so students are clear about how to achieve success. According to the New South Wales Department of Education, here are some of the strategies required for a quality program. A successful strategy is to promote the inclusion of all students regardless of their background, beliefs and identity. Our lessons have been created to ensure we provide modifications to cater for differing needs. Our content is designed to enable students of all abilities, cultures and genders to reach their full potential. A successful strategy also offers a range of sporting options and modifications to cater for different interests and abilities. They are fun and include team-based games and activities and offers competitive pathways for students to excel. In the next slide, we will show you some examples of how you might be able to offer pathways for your students outside of the school setting. Our lessons will provide you and your colleagues with the tools to deliver AFL and other curriculum-aligned lessons that draw on examples found within the AFL. If you wish to learn more, please visit our website and subscribe to our newsletter to gain access to all of our upcoming teaching and learning resources. We hope that viewing our self-paced online learning materials have provided you and your colleagues an insight into how the AFL can complement your current school programs. In addition to these sessions, we have other opportunities for you to build your skill set and continue on your professional learning journey. Opportunities for teacher grants to attend teacher conferences around Australia. Incorporating both theory and practice, our lectures and follow-up workshops will give you the opportunity to learn about the theories that underpin great teaching in health and physical education, and the chance to apply the relevant skills and game sense approaches for delivering your classes through fun, practical workshops. Webinars. Some of you will be aware that some of our players and coaches across the AFL are also qualified teachers. We have engaged with some well-known stars who will be featuring in some live webinars. Please visit play.afl/schools to find out details of all of our upcoming teacher conferences, PD days and live webinars. Thank you for watching Session 2, Resources, Lesson Plans and Modules. Please continue on to Video 3 for assessment and other support tools.